Yo, what is going on guys, it's Vitality here, and in today's video I'm going to be bringing you a nuclear on the map Hunted. But quickly before we get into the gameplay and what this video is actually about, I just want to give a couple of shoutouts for people who are actually in the 6th man. So I want to give a huge thank you to people like Call Me Corrupt, Chris as West, White Wolf, people like that in the 6th man, because they even took deaths for me to get this nuclear. So thank you all to help me get this gameplay on my channel now. Sorry for that noise in the background. But let's get into what this video is about. So I'm going to be having the full gameplay running in the background while I talk about this topic. So the topic of today's video is actually Call of Duty tips, so how to get better at Call of Duty. So in this video I'm going to be giving you various tips on how to get better at Call of Duty and how to improve your KD and all that kind of stuff. So let's get into the first tip. First tip has to be playing a 6th man, or at least a couple of friends, because if they get haters and they're decent, it's just going to help you get more haters, more kills, more better gameplays if you're a YouTuber. It's just going to help you overall increase your KD, get better at COD. Next tip has to be use the best class setups. So if you want to know what setup I'm using in this gameplay, make sure to go check out a YouTube called Caldemon. It's actually his setup. So I'll link him in the description. Make sure to go check him out. He's at around 1.6k at the moment. Make sure to go and subscribe. Good friend of mine. But if you want to do better in the game, you're gonna have to use a gun that you're really comfortable with and a really good setup for it. So say if you're comfortable with the HVK, you're gonna have to search on YouTube that the best HVK setup if you don't like your own, or just use the attachments that you feel best with. So yeah, that's going to be it for tip 2, so let's get into tip 3. Right, so getting into tip 3, I cannot stress this enough. You've got to aim around corners and play slow. So if you're going for nuclears, you've got to play slow. Not too slow like I did in this gameplay, so it ends up being a 6-minute gameplay. But if you are going for nuclears and you're a nuclear player, you've got to play slow and aim around corners, because if you're going to sprint around corners and you get caught off guard, you're just going to die off the streak. So I seriously can't stress this enough. You've got to aim around corners. I know I don't do it too much. I'm actually pretty lucky for getting this gameplay. But you see that I aimed around. I did sprint around a bit, so that was a mistake. But there you go. You've really got to do that to get your nuclears and streaks. Even if you're not going for nuclears, so just say you just want good high kill gameplays, you've got to use this tip all the time. You don't need to aim around like every single corner like possible, but most corners. But I'm going to talk about the gameplay quickly. So as you can see, we're on the roof, so we're halfway there throughout the nuclear, and we're only 2 minutes into the gameplay. So as you can probably tell, the next part of the gameplay is going to be pretty slow. Alright then, so the next tip is going to have to do with your exo boosts and how you actually use them. So personally, I think that you should not be boosting everywhere. You can see, I would say, yeah, do the slide to get to most places, because that's the fast way of traveling. But don't just fly into the air randomly, because you'll just get picked off really easily by the people who are on the ground. I would say, personally, you should be playing like it was like Black Ops 2 Ghost or something like that. Just use the slide, don't boost in the air, unless you really have to get up to a place. That's the only time that I would actually use it. So, personally, use the slide to get to places faster, even to like put off enemies if someone's around the corner, and you just slide around and get a quick kill. That's when the slide is used. So make sure to use the slide almost as much as possible. Just don't get killed by it, because there is times where you just slide around somewhere and you're not able to aim down sights properly, and you just will get killed. So make sure slide, do not boost in the air too much unless it's really needed. That's why I play by. I would not boost in the air unless it's needed like then, because if I didn't do it then I'd fall in the water and probably wouldn't have got that kill. But as you can see, we're on the 20 at the moment, so only 10 more kills to go until the end of the gameplay. So this tip isn't going to affect everyone unless you are actually using it, but I would definitely use a specialist that you're really comfortable with. At the moment, I don't really like the Spectre that much, but I'm using it to get the Underworld camo. I'm like 180 out of 200. I haven't been trying for it that much. But use a specialist that you're really comfortable with and that you know you can get a couple of kills with to get that hater. So my friends use the Tempest, so like Call Me Corrupt, Caldemon, they use the Tempest to get their school streaks really fast, and it is really effective because they do call on haters a lot and help me get gameplays. So yeah, that's what you really need to do. Use not the Tempest. Well, so yeah, it can be the Tempest if you really like that, but use especially such as Purify, even Hive if you like that, but just use it if you're comfortable with it. Alright then, so getting into the last couple of tips right now. So this one you don't really need to do, but if you have the money to do it, I would definitely do this. So what you want to do is buy Control Freaks and or a Scuff. Personally, I do have Control Freaks, but I don't use a Scuff. So if you don't have a Scuff, there is a free and easy way to actually make a controller sort of into one. So what you want to do is go to settings and your controller, put it on flips in case you haven't done that already. That's another tip. So put your controller on flip, so the R1 and the R1 and L1 to shoot an aim. Don't really do that if you're on Xbox One, but that's another tip. But what you want to do is under it you want to put your control type into bumper jumper. Or if you use tactical like I do, I'll use tactical bumper jumper. So that's a really good tip if you don't have a Scuff controller. But if you do, well, if you don't and you want to invest into one, that's fine. Do that. It'll help you get a better COD. As Control Freaks, I would definitely invest into them because they're only like 10 to 15 quid, and most of the time you can get them at local shops. So yeah, I would really invest into that. They're really good. So that's coming up into the end of the gameplay. So here we are guys, this is a nuke, and I'll see you guys later.